And we are streaming. Welcome everyone. This is Brock and Friends, and we're glad you joined us to watch our unique style of role-playing. This is Cal speaking, and I'm playing Brock, a Dwarven Barbarian. And Brock has recently acquired some divine healing powers, and he doesn't quite understand why, so he's trying to figure that out. Syrrys, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, this is Syrrys. I'm playing Wroar, the aged Dragon Born Paladin, who, while he's lost his faith in people, he's maintained his faith in Helm. Other than that, he's just old and grumpy and surly, like all old people.
Darvith, you want to be next?
Yeah, my character's name is Darvith, but I'm actually playing a Human Warlock named Teeg. Teeg was once a blacksmith that gave up basically his entire life to have unlimited power, and now that he has it, he not only doesn't want it anymore, but is trying to kind of get his life back together.
All right, and Phil, you want to go?
Sure. This is Filandor playing Soeus. I will be the DM of the night. Soeus is a Halfling Assassin who is very good at his art. However, he is a hypochondriac and afraid of everything.
So to give you some context on really what we're doing, we're role-playing our characters through these adventures. So you notice some of the storylines that we develop deviate pretty big from the stories in the game itself. And we usually pick one DM to kind of run the game, and we just role-play it out and have a lot of fun. Right now I'm standing in Brock's bar, and this is a bar that Brock, shall we say, acquired. Brock likes to acquire a lot of things. He's in general good, but has a little bit of a greedy side and is an entrepreneur. So he likes to make money, and this is one of his business ventures.
Should be pointed out for any new followers that through gameplay, most of this will be role-played. If there does need to be a timeout, you'll hear the phrase pineapple. Should be short-lived, and then unpineapple will put us back into role-playing.
Well, that's a key point. Just because we're new to all this, and thank you DDO Stream for having us. We role-play almost the whole night if we do things right. We all have backstories and everything else, and what we do is we use the quests in DDO, because we've been playing DDO probably from its start for some of us, for Filandor and I. So what we do is we write stories around the quests within DDO. Sometimes they're one-off stories, sometimes they're stories that tie to characters' backgrounds, but basically we treat each night like a module, and each of the quests in DDO is an encounter within that module. And it allows us to just have a lot of fun. We all used to play tabletop together. We now live kind of all over, so it's a great way for everyone to get back together and see each other, hang out, and kind of relive those tabletop Dorito days. So I think we're about ready to start for tonight with introductions and everything else. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So tonight's story is going to start in Brock's bar. Soeus is at the bar. It sounds like Brock is at the bar. Darvith and Wroar, where are you guys?
I'm making my way to the bar. I was at there's a blacksmith down the road, and he's an old friend I'd helped out once, so I was hammering out a dent or two in my armor, and he was letting me use it. That way I don't have to pay him because I don't have much money.
And Darvith?
Teeg is here.
Sorry, Teeg. Yep, Teeg. Sorry. Teeg is here. Okay. So, Teeg and, well, Brock, I'm assuming you're working. Teeg, what are you doing at the bar? Just hanging out, drinking, eating?
Yep, doing a little bit of both. waiting there for my son to return. I've been I've gotten to know the regulars and have basically become one myself. So basically hanging out, drinking, laughing, enjoying conversation with the other patrons.
Sure. Soeus is with you as well. And as Wroar comes in, he comes and joins us. We're just kind of talking about some stuff. And is there anything specifically? Oh, actually, so as we're there, there's a patron actually just to the left of Wroar. And as we're talking Wroar, you end up overhearing this particular gentleman use the name Yar Yar while he's talking to another patron, obviously a friend of his or who he came in with. Do you want to do anything with that?
No, I just sit there and I kind of keep listening and trying to mind my own business. But I'm kind of listening, but I'm not doing anything overtly that would indicate I care.
Sure. All right. So through bits and pieces, whatever you're listening to, you hear things like Captain Yar Yar got the night off, gave everybody the night off to do whatever. We'll need to be back at the ship tomorrow just after dawn. As for Brock, what are you doing?
So Brock is just serving drinks and tending the bar with Kitty, just kind of laid back.
Okay. As you guys are talking, another person comes in, kind of loud and obnoxious. Appears to be already well intoxicated. Comes over to that group that's next to Wroar and just kind of being, like I say, obnoxious or unruly, but definitely loud, and asking where the women are. Pulls you over, Brock, and asks for a shot for his group of men.
All right, I start pouring them. What's Wroar doing?
Sitting at the bar, mind his business, kind of. I mean, overtly, you wouldn't know what he's doing. He's just, overtly, he's doing the same thing he's always doing, but he's definitely listening to the conversation. But you wouldn't know that because he looks like he normally does. But since these people are close by and talking loudly, he can kind of overhear without having to do much.
All right, so not much is going on. After a little while, maybe 20 minutes, half hour, they decide to check out another bar, so they start heading out.
Wait, what other bar? Where are you guys going? We got really good drinks right here.
That's all right. We'd like to try out the different bars. We've been here before.
My friend, this is the finest bar in the city.
And what makes it the finest bar of the city?
Best drinks for the best price.
Food's not bad either.
Good entertainment. And good company.
Well, what kind of entertainment?
Wow, what kind of entertainment are you looking for?
Wow, girls are always a good start.
We got plenty of friendly girls here.
Another guy, the guy that came in last, he's like nudging, like, "Hey, let's go, guys. Let's get out of here." And they start walking out again.
No accounting for taste.
So as they're packing up or starting to leave, I, put a few coins down to pay for my beer, and in my heavy plate, 7 foot tall kind of way, start following them. And what I mean by that is not so subtle.
Wait, so...
But I do hang back, like, I'm not right on them, but, I mean, if you pay attention, maybe just coincidentally, I happen to be leaving at the same time.
So you're following the group of people who are leaving to the other bar?
I'm just kind of getting my stuff and just making like I'm heading out towards the door.
Huh. Roar, where are you heading out?
Just gonna get some fresh air here for a bit.
Huh. Man, everyone's leaving. I need some new entertainment. Where's Filandor? We could use a lich around here.
I don't think that's going to help.
Yeah, we need some new bards. Some good music around here would help business.
I don't know. It seems like you're always doing pretty good.
I like the quietness in here. I don't like all that action out there. Every time we go out there, something bad happens. I kind of like.
Speaking of,
pretty low key in here.
It's kind of weird for Roar to leave this time of day. I wonder where kind of fresh air he's up to.
Yeah, sometimes you never can understand Roar. He just does his own thing. But he did seem a little bit, just a slight bit odd, but it's probably just my imagination.
You think Roar's a slight bit odd? That guy's odd. And don't get me wrong, I like the man, but man, he has a weird cookie.
Well, what I like about him is that I feel pretty safe. He's saved my behind quite a few times.
I kind of had a bad feeling. I think he's getting himself in trouble. And he is a good customer. I better go check in on him.
He's
all right.
Pretty loyal. Well, I'm not staying here by myself.
All right, let's go see what he's up to.
All right, Kitty.
All right, so
you watch the bar.
So before we get out there, Roar, what you end up hearing just being close enough to them is just that one of them forgot something on the ship, and they're actually going to head back towards the ship to go get something before they hit some of the other bars.
I stay far enough back. I stay as far back as I can, where I can still see them.
But were they, unless they were truly looking back, they wouldn't even know that you were that close.
Right.
How subtle could a Dragon Born Paladin be?
Oh, this is like a market. It's just like a stealthy place. This is a public area and it's a public dock. So I'm walking that direction. I'm taking my time. I'm not moving any faster than I'm as far back as I can be and still see them.
Sure. Okay. All right, so not much chatter is going on. They're just talking about kind of what they were doing. And it does look up here that they are heading towards the port.
Do you have any sense for which ship you're going to?
No, it's hard to see yet. Actually, that's a good point. They're not actually going to like port where all the ships are. They tend to veer off and heading in a direction towards like a bay area where you make out a ship in the distance.
And there's only really one ship there?
From where your location is, that's what it seems like.
Okay, so I'm going a little bit slower. So if it looks like there's only one ship, I'm letting the distance between me and them, widen because I'm feeling a bit more confident about where they're headed. But I'm definitely I'm very focused on that ship.
Okay. All right. So
and
just
when I get close enough that I could tell that that's where they're going, then I kind of just wait. I kind of just sit down like on a crate or something by the by the docks there to just watch for a bit.
Okay. Yeah. So you get close enough and definitely can tell that this has got to be the ship. It's all by itself, and they're getting pretty close. Definitely obvious that that's where they're heading.
All right, so what time of day is it?
It's midday.
And is the boat, does it look like there's a lot of people there? Or does it look like maybe people, there's not a lot, I mean, all I can see is the deck. So does it look like there's a lot of people on the deck and there's moving about, or does it look kind of empty or somewhere in between?
Well, from the location where you're seeing it, you're nowhere near the ship, but on the way there, you can tell that there's sailors all over, and you can't tell if they're like guards just hanging out, kind of watching things, or if it's just people just hanging out. But obviously quite a few people were on this ship, and now they're just kind of stretching their legs.
And this is where the crew that said, Yar said, come back to the ship. This is where they went.
Yes. Yep. This is where they're heading down. Right. And
all right.
When both Soeus, Brock, and Teeg got out, they kind of got just the quickest view of where you were. You were kind of in the distance, so they're heading towards your way. So anytime that you slow down, we should be able to catch up.
So before they catch up, probably, I kind of, based on what you said about seeing the activity and seeing that this is the place, I kind of stand up, I stretch a little, make sure my armor is secured, that shoulder pad that was coming off last week, I'm making sure that's working good, make sure my shield's nice and comfortable. I draw my sword in the other hand, and I start walking towards the ship.
That's funny. Roar usually tries to avoid doing stuff.
Yeah, do you see that? Looks like he's getting everything in position.
Yeah, but if there's someone in need, that he'll end up doing whatever he.
So I guess I was busy tending bar.
Up.
Was there someone in need here? Was there something going on?
I don't know. I didn't really hear much.
Something's
going on. That's not just getting fresh air. Why did he come all the way down to the water?
There's something on that boat.
I think we should pick up our pace.
So I'm like zeroed
Yeah,
in.
you can go ahead on in.
And focused on getting to the ship,
Yeah, you can go ahead on
I'm just
in.
walking straight there.
Right. We can stay a little bit back.
Oh, we got to follow him.
Yeah. Look, he's picking
up
pace too.
I mean, he could take care of himself.
He's
he's being attacked.
Well, or he's attacking them. Looks like he's being ambushed. We better help.
That's not like Roar to just attack.
It's not like Brock to not be part of the ambush.
So as I get close to the ship, and I see these, hobgoblins and whatnot come out and attack me, before I swing my sword and before I attack anyone, the first thing I do is walk up, or whoever comes up to me first, I say, "Where's Yar?"
They don't. The people that you just asked, they're not giving you any answers.
So did they just attack me?
Yes.
So the first guy that I knocked down, before I attack the second one, I ask again, "Where's Yar?"
And the response is, "Go to hell."
If that's where Yar is, I'll go there now.
And they attack you. Oh. Brock, what are you seeing?
Now Syrrys hit his head.
Oh.
No, there's still more guys coming, though, guys.
They seem to be chasing after us now. We definitely didn't do ourselves any good. Why is Roar attacking these people?
Well, let's ask him.
Ugh.
I bend down, slap Roar on the face a little bit. Roar, what's going on here?
These guys work for Yar Yar. This is Yar Yar's ship.
Who's Yar Yar?
We're going to find Yar Yar. He's a pirate captain. He's not a good guy. He's kidnapped a lot of people and sold them. I'm coming to have words with him.
Oh, so maybe that person was telling the truth. There was a little encampment down there where you were just attacking, and there was a person that just said that we just freed them from slavery.
From who? Who had him enslaved?
The group that was just there, all the hobgoblins, and they said that there's more. They're kind of like they come into port here to take people into slavery, supposedly. So,
did he say who he's working for?
No. It was an actual person that we saved.
I know.
They were about ready to be.
Who we saved, say who captured him.
No, just the people that we just killed. These guys hit hard.
I mean, this sort of stuff happens all the time, though.
Oh, I hate dogs.
What about wolves?
Oh, all kinds of dogs.
So if there was this group of hobgoblins trying to take some slaves, I bet you there's going to be more around this area.
Well, I could say, Roar, that I'm glad to see you kind of have a little jump in your step.
Well, here's another one.
So everybody I'm walking up to, I ask, where's Yar Yar? And I'm not I never attack first. I'm always asking, where's Yar Yar? I'm not attacking anyone. I'm walking deliberately and asking, where's Yar Yar? If I get attacked, absolutely will defend myself.
Well, get ready to defend yourself.
Yeah, I screwed up on this one. Oh. Okay. And each time you are asking, where's Yar Yar, correct? That's your response
Where's Yar Yar?
each time? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Darvith needs to get bandaged up a little bit.
So I look at Brock as we're walking back, and I'm like, this Yar Yar guy must be bad news. After everything that we've already been through with Roar, he's never been this gung-ho to take something down or someone down.
No, I've never seen Brock like that.
Yeah.
We better keep our head on us.
It's always something he's passionate about.
So seeing these creatures up ahead, where's Yar Yar?
I don't want to give you anything. They look at you like you're a peon.
But they don't look at me like I'm crazy, right? Like, it's not like they don't recognize. They're like, none of them have like that curious expression.
We're coming.
Expression.
No, They just look at you like, how do you have the audacity to demand something from them? Who do you think you are?
Where's Yar Yar?
Ah, that one. So that one was like a little weaker one. Definitely not as big as the other ones. And he kind of like just saw you rip apart 7 of them in that last little section and basically dropped his weapon and said, he's still on the boat. still on the boat. Please don't hurt me. He's still on the boat. I just joined them. I didn't know what they were doing. Just please don't kill me.
Good man. Go home. Hug your mother.
He
Do
kind of
good
looks
things
at
and
you
don't
like
make me
you're
come
kidding.
find you.
He's like thinking that you're going to take him in the back. He's kind of walking backwards, but once he gets a little bit of ways, he does run off.
I nod. I watch to make sure he goes and he's not like doubling back behind us. But other than that, I nod and then I keep making my way.
Okay, and each one of these little groups of guys, it does seem like they're somehow captured someone and they're kind of bringing them back to the boat is the plan. People from all over.
Where's Yar Yar? Can't believe I'm looking for Yar Yar. I even hate saying his name.
Who's Yar Yar
Who
again?
is this Yar Yar?
That was me mumbling.
Roar, I've never seen you run so fast before.
Just because I have long legs.
Yeah, I can't keep up with my little legs. I'm being left behind.
You.
Someone's.
Where's Yar Yar?
Hey, Brock, with all your business ventures, have you ever gotten into the kidnapping slave trade before?
No, we don't.
Or have you ever heard of this?
I don't do any illegal business.
No, Brock's a good businessman. He's not like Yar Yar.
No, I keep everything legal and
You-
ethical. Just my
Go tell Yar Yar I'm coming for him.
discount
Tell Yar
trading
Yar Roar's
business,
here.
my dating club, and my the booze racket and the games.
Inside sales.
Inside sales and the games.
You. Don't stand here. Go. Go tell Yar Yar I'm coming for him. Tell Yar Yar Roar's
by
coming.
myself.
You probably introduce yourself and tell him who's coming for him.
You guys run too fast.
Take all this coin, the stolen coin, give it back to the people who were captured. Tell Yar Yar I'm coming for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of stolen goods. They're not just stealing people. They're just stealing in general.
I mean, how are you going to really find out who this all belongs to?
It doesn't belong to me, and it doesn't belong to these people. Let the people who are captured take it.
I mean, we could use the money to build like a shelter for people like this.
That's true.
There are a lot of hobgoblins in this.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've just gone out and killed a whole bunch of hobgoblins. Oh, it feels good.
None of them want to go tell Yar Yar I'm coming.
You tend to take that option away from them.
I tell them before I hit them. They come attack me. I'm just trying to tell them, go tell Yar Yar.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would, no offense, but I'd be pretty intimidated too if a big Dragonborn was coming after me, demanding things.
Well, why don't they run away if they're intimidated?
Well, because there's more of them. I think they're stronger than you.
Well, they can't be that intimidated.
Well, this will be a good place for us to kind of reevaluate and maybe put together a game plan.
So I stop and make sure my sword's still sharp, and it's a little notch in my shield I try and smooth out. All right. That looks good. Time to go talk to Yar Yar.
That pouch that I have, that pouch that I have that has that green glow out of it. I take a little bit of out. You guys can see it. It's powdery. Kind of mix it into a drink real quick. Shake it all up and drink it almost like a protein shake real quick.
You want to go tell Yar I'm coming? Tell him Roar's here.
Ooh,
Or leave.
I'm happy. Seems like the closer we get to the boat, the stronger their force is.
Good. I haven't had a good fight in a while.
Well, that would make sense. They're protecting their master. So is this Yar a hobgoblin like these guys, or is he something else?
He's not good. That's all that matters.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter what race.
Wow.
I'll just make sure I point this guy out when I see him.
Brock, where'd you go?
Oh, something hit me hard.
This is his boat.
Oh,
I don't
God,
see him.
What's up with all these kegs right here?
That boat looks
I'll leave a little
disgusting.
present for him. There we go. Teeg, you might want to get off that boat. Let's just say he's not going to be sailing it much longer.
Damn.
What'd you do?
What the hell? What was that? Oh my God!
Roar,
the boat.
what the hell did you do?
Blew up his boat. He's not getting away. He's not taking anyone else. He's not doing anything to anyone anymore.
Oh, I got. Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Here's some new guys. There he is.
Brock.
Oh my!
Come here.
Huge.
I was expecting him to be a puny little guy with a name like Yar.
Yeah, your end. Your end is nigh. No more will you be able to kidnap people. No more will you rain on the seas. For everyone harmed, I harm you. For everything you've done, I do unto you tenfold.
How'd you blow up his boat?
Let's just say he had a lot of stolen cargo that wasn't his.
Brock, you may want to hide all those stolen goods that you have, because
I don't
Roar
steal.
might end
I
up
don't know
blowing
what
up your
you're talking
bar.
about. I don't steal.
I mean, all those items that you're holding on to for other people.
The hardworking people of this city need some discount items, and quite frankly, the merchants in this town are ripping them off.
I wonder how the city guards are going to take that. We just destroyed a boat in the middle of the harbor.
Well,
So
in all honesty, if this guy's as bad as he is, I don't think they're going to care. They'll probably be happy that we just did their job for him.
I don't know about that. This is going to be a lot of cleanup. The water's going to be disgusting. Who knows what's going to go inside the water? Now I'm going to be afraid to drink the water because some of it might get past filters. Oh my God.
Good, drink more beer.
I don't know why we did that. Beer's made from water. It's going to kill the fish.
Beer is purified water.
I don't think this is
Yeah, but Brock's beer is imported from another town, so you don't have to worry about the water from here if you're drinking Brock's beer.
That's true.
So, when I fought Yar, it was pretty straightforward. No fanfare. I let him hit me. I tried to deflect as much as I could with my shield, and then, he came in and maybe he got cocky. I just cut him down, and there wasn't much ceremony or anything to it. And then I
Did you
literally
say
just turn
anything to
around,
him?
and nothing more than what I had said before. And then making sure all those people we rescued got away and they got all the money they could carry, I pack up and walk back towards Brock's to sit down and have a beer.
Okay. That's good. What's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go back to my bar also, and deposit some of the recently liberated goods.
Okay.
I too go back. I too go back
Yeah.
to Brock's bar. Just really waiting to get a beer in front of Roar so I could ask him what the hell just happened.
Well, Soeus goes back too because Soeus can't do anything by himself, so he's out of there. And you guys all end up back at the bar. It doesn't take long. Like you guys basically just get like settled in, get drink. Roar not even done kind of polishing his armor, and a guy walks in, and you can tell that he's all like emaciated, clothes are ripped, and he's drenched, and he's looking around as if he's looking around for someone, and he puts his eyes on our group, and he comes over and he goes, are you the guys that took out Yar?
I
He doesn't look
actively
threatening
avoid
at all.
contact.
That's
I'm
fine.
not looking anyway. I stare at my beer.
Sure. Please, you guys look like the description that I was told, and I need to know if you guys there. There's huge trouble. I need your help if you guys are the ones. Are you guys the one that killed Yar? People's lives are at stake. And you can tell in his tone he is as serious as you can tell. Like there's no ambivalence. He looks genuinely frightened.
Hey, Brock, it's kind of quiet in here tonight. Sounds like crickets in the back of the bar. What's going on back there? You got rats back there?
Well, I think I'm telling you, I need to get some new entertainment here. These bards are not worth what I'm paying them, which, well, I guess I'm not paying them, so that doesn't help any, but... Well, what's this guy need?
Guys,
What do you
please
need
don't
help for? What's going on here, buddy? What help do you need?
The ship, it was destroyed, but it didn't blow up like into... It like blew up in holes, and there's air pockets, and nobody checked the downstairs. There were slaves still on that ship. I was one of them. There's still I have a friend that's in there. You have to help him. There's these air pockets in the ship, and you guys need to go in there and save them. They're stuck.
People need help. They're probably hungry too.
I mean, we could probably get them back over here to the bar.
Roar, there's people in need.
So even before Brock says it, I stand up, I walk through them. All I do is I have my shield again. Everything's all set. Where?
You see Brock pull
Back
out
at
of his pocket a turkey leg that doesn't look like it should fit in Brock's pocket, and hands it to Roar.
Yeah, thank you. So I say to the guy, where?
It's back at the bay where the ship went down. They're still in the ship.
All right, then I make my way there as quick as I can.
All right, DM note, 3 Barrel Cove.
Yeah, note to self, next time you blow up a ship, check for people.
Well, I feel like I thought I did, but I wasn't explicit about it. Because I looked for Yar on the ship. That's why I knew Yar wasn't there, so that's why I blew up the ship. Because I was saying he's not on it. but apparently I missed the hidden below where the slaves were.
Well, there's probably a trapdoor or something that was hiding them.
And I don't know much about ships.
I mean, most ships like that, when you're running slaves, they have areas on there that they can pass through and not be questioned by the harbor master.
I hope I'm not missing something. So I got to call a pineapple. How come I can't open up the two-toed?
You're probably at the epic two-toed instead of the regular two-toed.
Oh, I thought they were one and the same.
No. A lot of these quests, it's a giant hole. There's 2 different people for each one of them. Same thing with Three Barrel Cove.
I was not aware of that. Anybody know which one is the two-toed? I can look it up if not.
I think it's this guy.
I default to see.
Yep, I'm in front of him. I'll share it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Everyone should have it now.
Yep, got it.
So, on Pineapple, I'm, making my way, since I'm trying to rescue people, like I don't hesitate, I jump right in. For anyone that knows me, which maybe it would be Brock, why don't you make a spot check, Brock?
Okay. What's your modifier?
+3, so 8.
Awesome.
So right. Brock just looks maybe angry.
Maybe.
Maybe upset.
He might be angry.
Wait a minute. Slaves aren't going to have money to buy beer. What the heck?
So yeah, when I get there, I jump in and start making my way down.
Yep, everybody's following you. They're not taking any chances this time with you because you got way ahead the last time.
We've never seen you rage like that before. Oh.
So I take it when I get there, I find this big cave system?
Yeah. So what happens is you get down into the boat, and there's definitely air pockets, and there's obviously some dead people around, but you're also seeing signs that there must have been people alive just with tracks and stuff, and the way that the ship crashed into the ground, there's this whole underground network, and there's definitely evidence that through tracks that a bunch of people kind of track through here. It's hard to say whether they know where they're going, lost, anything, or who they are. Most of them do seem more not hobgoblin. The tracks seem pretty standard as far as either human or health, that kind of size.
I can't believe I did this. I can't believe all this is down here.
This is not just from you.
Valve? Why is there a valve?
I can't believe I followed you.
Valve, someone built that.
Yeah, this is almost as if they were holding all of their slaves here, and the boat was just in front.
And I caused this.
I don't know if you necessarily caused this.
I blew up.
No, he caused this. I would be dry at Brock's bar right now if it wasn't for.
No one's keeping you here, Teeg. You want to leave, you leave.
I'm allergic to cats, so I can't have the cats serving me drinks back at the.
When everybody has a chance, I want everybody to roll a spot check.
I guarantee you I failed it.
Hey, even and give me modifiers too.
Yeah, that's
I typed it. I typed the.
Oh yeah,
I typed
thank you.
what mine is.
Yep, I appreciate that. Oh.
Another valve.
18 and Cal 20. All right, Roar, you notice that there does appear to be a little bit of a struggle in one of the sections. Just the way that the footprints weren't all going in one direction. You can't really figure out why, but it just looks like something was odd with it. Like, well, why was there more, like, it just was in an area that should not have been. They should have just been able to continue walking. So it does look like there's a little bit of a struggle.
There's survivors. There's someone holding the survivors. Almost ran out of my breath there. Skeletons.
I thought dragons could breathe underwater.
Not this dragon.
Where do you get your information from?
I just think about it, and then whenever an idea comes to me, I figure it's true.
So you're saying that
skeletons.
When you think something, it must be true.
Yeah.
Those are the souls I cursed. I hope they find rest now.
Now, why are... I think we have something to consider. Why is there undead down here?
Why is there undead anywhere is the real question.
I mean, they're dead.
They should be resting.
Well,
this is a perversion.
So they can find peace. They climb or take them.
So in this section, there actually is a corpse down here, right in front, and it's a new corpse. Definitely appears to be like he could have been one of the slaves, but definitely fresh.
Are there any like wounds on him, or any markings for how he died or they died? I don't know if it's a man or woman.
It looks like they probably like swords, like the way that the skeletons here are weapons that they're using. Very possible.
So they were stabbed to death.
Yeah, that specific one was.
I cursed these people to it.
I think you're putting too much on yourself, Roar.
I blew up that
Roar,
boat.
it's not all about you, brother.
No one else blew up that boat.
Yeah, but if you think about it, we fought all of Yar-Yar's followers. There was no undead out there. This may not have anything to do with the undead.
What if you had said that you had gone and looked around because you were looking for Yar-Yar? What if they were just hidden in the boats? There's lots of compartments. I don't see how you could have possibly have known.
I'm still the one that blew up that boat. This is my fault. If I hadn't blown up that boat, they still had a chance to live. Just because I checked and I didn't find them doesn't mean I'm not responsible.
Yeah, but you know what? A few of these people may have been killed, may have been injured. Think about how many people you saved by getting rid of Yar-Yar.
If I wasn't so focused on vengeance, I could have saved those other people too.
Well, maybe we still can.
What about the ones that have already died?
Well, another way of looking at it is being enslaved, they were already dead.
No, every breath is a chance at hope.
And a chance to drink.
I just say we focus on seeing who we can save. Although I will say, trying to validate you, Roar, is taking my mind off how disgusting it is down here and how these creatures are probably all undead because of just dirtiness down here.
I need no validation. I know my sins. But thank you.
Pineapple, I fell. Grr.
Interesting.
Wait, are we going up or down?
Ice down here.
I don't know. We have to figure out.
Oh, I know how there's ice down here. It's weird.
If we get a steady
I
supply
feel
of
like we're
ice
at
to
a
the
dead
bar,
end.
we could serve cold beer. I wonder how much I could charge for that.
I don't think now's the time to be talking.
That sounds disgusting, cold beer.
Just think about it. You have beer, but it's cold. It's like it's really hot outside and you have yourself a cold beer.
No, that's what water's for.
Water's
When I drink beer, I want it to be lukewarm, air temperature, right out of the barrel.
You know what my grandma said about water? Fish piss in that.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah,
That's
fish poop in it
disgusting.
too.
I'm not listening.
Well, hey Soeus, you do realize that we bathe in that water that you drink, right?
I'm not listening to you either.
There's a valve down here. Did I do anything to that ice?
Why is there a boat down here? It had to be someone's boat.
What if this is Yar's real boat right here?
Small boat like this could
mean,
probably get in and out of dock undetected.
Easily. Have you ever seen this boat before, Roar?
This boat? No.
I wonder why there was a lever in there. So creepy in here.
This place is
Not
intricate.
very good either.
I found another valve. Might open that door.
Oh, it did melt.
Did that door open up?
Which door?
Now the ice is melted.
That was the flames. What about that door? I think that's where I saw those tracks go.
I'm still trying to figure out where you went.
I'm headed back to that door that was closed, right by the ship.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
up
open
on
now.
top. Man, Warzone is just a mission. I'm worried about you, Roar.
These people are my responsibility now.
How do you know that they weren't going to be taken here anyway?
They may have been. But if I would have paid attention, I could have freed them on the boat. It's my action that caused this. It's my sin for pride and vengeance. Those are my sins. And my sins caused harm to others.
I need to start serving Roar stronger beer.
Yeah, I don't understand this mentality.
Or you need to leave Brock's bar more. The world is a very sinful place.
Oh, these guys don't like me.
Careful,
You're
Dave.
quite the way with undead, or it's like to be trembling and never seen anybody be able to get undead to tremble and just stop in their tracks.
That's the power of Helm, who takes pity on my poor soul.
Well, isn't that proof? If you were really that much of a sinner, why would Helm still be helping
He's not
you?
granting me boon. He's putting this evil out.
Yeah, I mean, gods do stuff like that for me too, and I'm sure it's not because of my goodness.
So inside those barrels
Pineapple.
is
Anyone
more,
else getting a bad lag right now? Or is that just me?
I'm not.
No.
You.
It's over. Sorry, on Pineapple. There's 2 levers here.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Trapdoor.
Another valve.
Yeah, see, Roar, none of this did not happen from you blowing up this ship.
The
Yeah,
people
this is
getting
an
dragged here
intricate-
that were on the ship is my fault.
So in those barrels, even though there's all this undead, there is food in there that's non-spoiled.
All right, let's ask the gods for some like guidance or something. All right, hold on. I'm an expert here, guys. All right, gods. This is Brock, and don't smite us. And if you have to smite someone else. All right, thanks. This is Brock, and well, Roar and Darvith is here too. All right, thanks.
You mean Teeg?
Teeg too.
So, do I see any of the people from the boat here in this room? What is
Not
that?
yet. What was that?
That was easy.
So in this room is actually a secret room, and as we open up the door, there are multiple people. Definitely look like they're enslaved. They also admit that they're slaves and that they're taken down here. And from what they can gather, that creature that you just saw was taking these enslavements and turning them undead. Basically, an undead army was being formed down here.
You all, were you on your ship? Your ship?
Yes.
I was on there with you.
I'm not talking to you, Teeg. You've been with me the whole time. I'm asking who these people here.
Yeah, we were. I've been on. I was taken like probably a month ago from my land. It's hard to say though. But yeah, I was on that boat, and then all of a sudden there's this huge bang, and we started sinking. But the compartment we were in, it didn't fill all the way with water, and all of a sudden these slavers took us underwater for just a moment and brought us into this underground cavern.
You're safe now. And it's my fault you were taken underground. It's my fault you were almost turned undead. See this treasure here? You've earned this. I want you to take it. Come with me. I'm going to help you set up a home. If you don't have homes to go back to, I'll help you. I'll help you set up new homes.
I just want to. Well, for me, I just want to go back home.
Well, then
I
take
don't
this
know how
coin
I carry all this.
and go in peace. Carry as much as you can.
Now,
Does everyone else have a home?
If you're hungry, you could stop by Brock's and have a drink or two. It won't cost you much at all.
Who's Brock's?
Oh, that's my bar.
I just want out of here. Can you guys help us get out? I'm too weak to make it out of here. Yes,
follow me.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir. I don't know how to repay you.
You owe me nothing. I owe you everything. You ask, and I shall make sure with all my effort, I can deliver on it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And with that, you guys do make it to land. There was really no more events. The local townspeople kind of embraced these people, brought them towels, all pitched in and helped out.
So before they go, I ask each one if they have a home or they have a place to go to.
Yeah, all of them actually do have a place to go to. Some are going to be more complicated to get to their homes, but for the most part, they all have a place to go to. One actually saw his family killed, but he believes that he can still find work. He just wants to go back to the area that he knows. But an interesting dilemma comes up. As you're speaking to one of them, he talks about that when he was on the ship, that it turns out that this Captain Yar, how he made his fortune is basically selling slaves. So he doesn't know how the undead, that creature that you just killed, how this all works, but basically these slaves were being sold and to different groups, and one was to the undead, but there's another group that he's heard, and he thinks it was fire cave, something called the fire caves, which is where more slaves were sold into. Unsure of the reason why. Unsure if it still exists. Thank you for that. And just that there could still be more slaves. That.
Well, sir, if there's anything you need, I'm happy to help you rebuild your home. If you need a guide back to your home, I will take you.
Yeah, he accepts your aid with that, actually. He just basically needs transportation, which is a boat. There's no other way there.
Pineapple, where are we headed?
Stay in Three Barrel Cove.
No, I'm on the airship.
We'll go back to Three Barrel Cove.
Is that where the fire caves are?
Yes. It's going to be in there.
I shared the quest with everybody.
Yeah, you should have got it.
I got the quest. It just didn't pop up in Three Barrel Cove.
Oh, you actually have to go into the...
Oh, back by the ship by Two-Toed?
Right.
Gotcha.
Well, it's not
Sorry.
by Two-Toed.
Right, but it's in that area. It's in the wilderness area.
One second, but it is in the wilderness again. Just one
All right.
second.
On Pineapple.
Slaves. That's no good for business. You enslave people, they can't buy anything. I don't like it one bit.
Hey, Roar, it seems you have another dent in your shoulder plate there.
I'm not there. I helped this guy go back to his home.
Oh, you're taking them all the way back, okay. So, Brock.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any weird patrons or anybody coming into
Okay.
Coming into the bar lately?
Well, the pirates we just killed, but besides that, no.
I almost wonder.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just gonna say, I wonder if we could actually use your bar as a central location. I mean, your bar is the hot spot to be.
No,
Anybody that's new in town.
the guild already uses
Anybody
it
that's
as an impromptu guild hall.
Exactly. I almost wonder if we could use it as a spot to kind of take down situations like this, where new people in town are going to come to it. They're going to spend money there. We get their money, and then we get to take out the bad people.
Yeah, sounds like it's good for business. Do a little advertising, karaoke night.
Anybody heard of these fire caves?
Nah.
I've never heard of them.
Are we caught up with Roar yet?
I'm just following the trail of
Bodies?
Well, you have to tell me. I'm taking the guy home. The guy that wanted help getting home, I'm helping him get home.
Okay.
So you can, if that takes me in the same place as the fire caves, or if I'm there and I'm back already, either way. I'm assuming it's in the same kind of direction as the fire caves.
Yes. Yeah, actually, you're helping him to get to the boat that's going to take him back to his land. So, actually, as far as to get to the boat,
Ooh, it's hot over here.
I don't call it fire caves for nothing.
Now, if we could pipe some of this to the bar and get some nice hot drinks going in the wintertime.
you really do just think of the bar.
Well, sometimes the arena too.
Could you imagine how fast you could cook meat with this thing? What lava like that?
Cook or burn?
I think this is the entrance.
Well, it's an entrance into a cave that's filled with lava.
I'm looking for more slaves here, more captives.
So again, as soon as we enter, you see Teeg makes his little concoction, mix it all up, take a drink of it, and as soon as he does, his hands start to glow with power again.
Who knows what kind of creatures we're going to find. Oh, oozes. Disgusting.
I thought those were your favorite.
We could find the dirtiest places. Oh, I can't breathe in here. So much smoke.
What kind of potion was that, T?
Oh, it's a potion. It's just I've never been really good with a weapon before, and with as much power as I have, I need to summon that power, and this pouch here has all the ingredients I need to be able to shoot this power from my hands.
These are well-guarded, organized caves.
There's a lever over here with a symbol. It lights up.
I hear beasts growling from somewhere.
For as hot as in here, the concoction that you had, I could still smell it. It smells disgusting.
Doesn't taste much better.
There's an evil
there's another
altar up here. Just
There's another
reeks
lever
of
right here.
Yeah, we fixed that altar.
evil. Oh, there's a door open there down there now.
Ooh. Ogres. Does that... hobgoblins, ogres...
No, nothing quite as good as chopping down an ogre. Well, killing hobgoblins. Well, then again, killing a bunch of kobolds. Well,
Don't follow in that lava.
There's a door down there that's locked, but it's...
I don't
Get
see
into
any
it, it's all
slaves up
lava.
here, but this is definitely well guarded, intricate tunnels, different locked doors, elementals now. There's everything down here.
Elementals. Let me guess. Fire elementals.
Pineapple lag on pineapple.
Oh.
Well, I don't think you'd find water elementals down here.
It's the lever over
I wonder
here.
how
Yeah.
there's elementals down here.
There's one on this side, too.
Why?
Well, I would always be under the impression that this is where fire elementals were created.
Oh god, it's so hot down there.
There's a dragon altar again.
A dragon altar? Is that what you said?
It's the second one we found. It reeks of evil.
Can you tell what it's being used for?
No. I could just sense the evil on it.
I wonder if these ogres are using the human slaves as sacrifices.
I haven't seen any sign of slaves down here.
No, me neither. Still can't breathe though, especially this close.
Those levers open up a door up here. All these creatures, and yet it's so quiet. So you can
That's
hear
what
it
scares
down
me.
here.
Well, elementals don't do much talking.
so we're doing
Yeah, but we're not just dealing with elementals.
ogres. And what the hell are ogres
There's a
doing with
locked door and
elementals?
2 lever doors. Hellhounds.
Oh, dogs. Ah.
Oh,
Be good to send these back to the plane they came from.
I was gonna say those are just more outsiders.
Outsiders are dogs. They should be outside. You know what they'll do? They'll poop on your floor, and then no customers will come in.
Ogres.
Damn dogs.
So, did the lava go away? Because I can't say anything.
What do
You
mean
can't
say
what?
anything?
It's dark. I'm blinded.
How'd you get? You don't see anything?
I can't see
That would
anything.
scare me. That would totally scare. That would be awful.
Well,
Well, why are you
unblind yourself.
shooting?
Open your eyes
What-
or something, man.
Eyes are open, man.
Anyway,
I'm not taking any chance of something being around me hitting me.
Fail.
Right.
Really?
What am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Oh.
Ah.
That was one tough guy there.
Hit hard.
Of slaves. But did you hear what that guy said? It almost seemed like he said that we were going to be the next slaves. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah.
Not
I'm no one's
bloody
slave.
likely.
Well, it appears that Roar is a slave to his own demons.
Yeah. How so?
He's beating himself up over things that are not his fault. Taking responsibility where it doesn't belong. Ooh, I finally got to see one of these. Oh, did you see that? These things came straight out from that altar. Oh.
Yeah, but we didn't. Not that I could see much of anything, but we didn't see any slaves down here though either,
Almost
or signs
as
of them.
if it was a portal of some sort, like to another dimension. Huh. Wonder if you could get some goods through there.
You know about portal dimensions, don't you, Brock? Or is that another lie in Teeg's book?
Yeah, dimensions are a great way to get some trade routes going. Or interdimensional portals. I mean, you cut through travel time a lot, and those nasty, nasty port agents asking for those unfair taxes.
I mean, it continues. Do we go look for slaves, or?
There's really none here.
We may just be too late for that.
I wonder if those altars go both ways. What if these slaves got brought into those altars and got put on a different plane?
Either that, or maybe this was just the place that the slaves came to, but they actually hold them somewhere else, whether this plane or another.
We can't just go plane jumping and trying to find them.
The only option is to go through the portal then.
I don't know if that needs to truly be an option.
Sorry, Pineapple, where are we going now?
We don't know.
It's going right. So you guys get back. There was no evidence. You guys looked around. There was no evidence of anything but the creatures that you guys killed. Soeus couldn't find any secret places. You just found those altars and the outsiders coming out of it as you tried to destroy it. So you guys decide to head back. Roar, you did take that, we are concluding that you took that gentleman to the ship, correct? We're done with that part?
Yes.
He didn't follow us into the fire cave.
No.
Okay. All right, so then, I mean, there's nothing else to look in there. There's no gold. There's nothing to take, so we come back. As Roar just needs a little bit of time to hit one of the armors here to kind of repair some of his stuff, you start to hear some rumblings that more and more outsiders are appearing in the area, more so than there even was before.
No, that's not good.
What do you think that's about? Well, how could there be more outsiders? We killed quite a few, and we took out those altars. You think there was more altars that we missed?
More portals.
I don't think there was any more altars there, but there could be more altars somewhere else.
More portals.
There could be plenty more caves out there.
I thought we hit all of that, but maybe we missed something. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Pineapple and I will share.
You go ahead and share it. Hey, Roar, I see that you have another dent in your shoulder plate there. Do you mind if I take a look at that for you?
No, I'm fine. It's earned. These dents, these are the sins I carry with me. These are my failures. These are when I've hurt other people instead of saved them.
Jeez, Rory, getting a bit melodramatic there, aren't we?
You didn't blow up a boat with people on it, did you?
No, well, you're right there.
Well, just don't forget that I was a blacksmith, so I could easily fix your stuff for you without charging you.
These dents are nothing compared to those lives people lost.
Oh, do you guys think we should go back and take a look? Maybe we opened up Pandora's box. And
Let's
now that
check.
we killed whoever was bringing those outsiders in, if we destroyed them, these creatures could be running amok.
Pineapple, I take it we're doing part 2 of that quest?
That's correct.
Okay. So make sure, everyone should have turned in that last quest, because that's how you advance it to this next part.
Yeah, do you guys know who to talk to? Because we can't just share that.
Who do we talk to?
Turn that in.
I think
it should be blinking on your map.
Edis.
Yeah, it is Edis. Let me know if you can't find them.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. All right, so both of you are good. Then you can just come back up here. Before Roar finishes off everything.
It's always easy to find Roar. You just follow the trail of bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on a rampage.
Oh, dogs.
None of your evil will escape my justice. You all will pay for this, just as I will pay for my sins. Come, let us bask in Helm's glory of judgment together.
As you guys are getting closer, you are noticing more and more outsiders, fire elementals, a lot of methods.
That's an understatement.
How close are you guys?
Close to what?
Fire caves. Oh, never mind. I think I caught up to you. You guys were flying there for a moment.
So, Soeus, aren't you worried? I mean, walking around in the rain like this, don't you worry about getting sick?
Ooh, you were breaking up there. I didn't hear what you said.
Walking around in the rain like this, don't you get worried about getting sick?
This water is cleaner than the water we've been in.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I
I
feel
mean,
like
it's
I'm
cold and wet, and everyone knows you get sick in the rain.
I mean, if a bird's flying over your head in peas, it's going to be coming down in the rain. You're not going to know the difference.
I don't understand why you guys have to constantly pick on me.
I'm just
Don't you
concerned.
know? Gotta stand up for people like that. Gotta stand up for everybody.
I'm just, concerned. That's all for you. That's all. Just watching out for you, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate that.
There are more here.
But where are they coming from?
Well, it's hotter, that's for sure.
Darvith,
How could you tell?
Teeg, did you just jump in a pool of lava?
Yeah, I wanted to see if it was hotter than it was before.
Something definitely happened here. Look at all these outsiders. Good thing Helm hates them.
Are these outsiders, or are these the people that are usually here? That we don't
These are
know.
planar beings.
Ah, thank you, Brock.
It looks like you hit your head there.
Yeah, I tripped over one of those ledges and fell backwards.
I'm kind of looking around, seeing if there's hidden doors.
No, there's more
Not seeing
levers.
any.
There's a door down there and 2 levers up here. More elementals.
Yeah, these doors. Obviously, someone or something is just resetting this area.
I actually wonder if
It's so hot.
something came back and saw the aftermath of the last time we were here and brought back all these reinforcements just in case we were to come back.
That would mean
Well, it
that
could
we
be
missed
that those
something.
ogres were holding these back.
They may not have been here at the time. They could have been at their original plane.
Oh. Didn't go well.
Oh,
I'll
that
be up
door's
there
open.
shortly. I took a bad step. So I'm going to check some things down here.
I'll stay with Roar just in case
And where
more
are you
creatures
guys?
pop up that...
We went through that door that opened.
Hmm.
Do you not see the door?
No.
Just listen for the sound of fighting.
Death.
There's a couple of hellhounds down here, but not much else so far. the same path we had before, just filled with hellhounds and elementals now.
A lot more elements.
And they've recovered quickly.
I found a door. I don't know if this is the right one. Oh,
If it's open,
Soeus.
it's the right one.
Gotta be this way. Oh.
So I wonder who's bringing these outsiders in.
Oh. Where's Roar and Teeg? That's not good. We gotta go get them. Don't know where they are. What are we missing?
I don't know. I've never been in these caves before.
No, I know that they were up on top. Gotta be way back up to them. Oh, maybe this is the way. Oh. You coming, Brock?
Yeah, where'd you go?
Keep coming up. We were in the wrong area. Yep, there you go. Alright, so that's there. Let's cross over. Watch your step. There we go. Don't fall. This is right where I fell.
Dude, you cursed me. I never fell on that ledge until you just told me not to fall. Pineapple, unpineapple.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't like that ledge. Alright. Wait, is this where we just came from?
I don't know.
I'm hoping that that's not the case. Ugh.
Well, Soeus, what do you think? Which way?
I don't know, but I'm getting very scared. I don't like being away from Roar.
Well, then we gotta find him.
Oh, wait, stop. Found him, stop. Gotta be strategic here. Oh my god, this is scary. What are we doing here? Can you use your god?
Yeah, they obey me all the time.
See if you can get there. See if we can pull them out.
Oh. What happened?
Why is Darvith fighting? Or Teeg?
There's a couple elementals down here.
How many?
One main one, and then there was a bunch of small ones. Roar was still swinging away before I got hit. So I don't know what was left over. When I came to, I saw at least one.
Brock,
But it looks like it's pretty damaged.
So it's only that one?
Why are we charging into battle?
He said that there's only one. Look, if we could take out this method, we should be good. There we go. All right, nobody move forward. Oh, God.
I apologize. I saw that. I came to and I saw that elemental over Roar's body.
Not the place.
Couldn't let anything happen to him.
Oh, that hurt. I think that door is open now. There's just too many of them. One of them got behind me. Snapped the back of my armor plate right off.
Oh, that's going to cost some money.
Now where
I could fix it for you.
No more. My armor carries its sins like I do.
But you've always been worried about your armor. It's the only armor you have, remember?
The sin of pride.
Oh, Brock. So remember that door that was closed?
Yeah.
I bet you that's the one that's open now.
Who opened it?
There were some lovers back there. That's why we went down that path.
I need a drink.
Yeah, follow me, guys, before Roar gets himself in more trouble. Yep. Keep coming. My little legs just can't keep up with the dragon.
I'm not taking any chances. I was going the safe way.
There's a safe way?
Yeah, if you come around over here, there's no jumping though.
I'm still not seeing slaves. Are any of you guys?
No.
No slaves.
I haven't.
A lot of
Oh my! Look at how many.
outsiders.
You know, who's ever responsible for building these altars and bringing these outsiders was ingenious doing fire methods in this area. So easy
I haven't
to
even
breed
seen
them.
any altars this time.
That's true.
Why ingenious? Common sense to me.
You think there's one big altar somewhere?
Yeah, there's something in those chests I could.
There has to be something here.
Well, let's go.
Creatures have to come from somewhere.
Right.
It goes up.
There's up and there's down.
Ooh. Oh, it just burns.
It burns so good.
Can't even tell if you're doing damage to it.
You found the last one, I guess.
I'm
I feel
sure
like
it's
a
the
weight
last
lifted.
one. Yeah.
Feels like a weight lifted.
Well, if it's the last one, then I don't know what Brock just found.
I found more.
Ooh, they like me. Oh, leave me alone.
Well, who wouldn't like you?
That's a good point.
I mean, apparently everyone in your grade school didn't like you, but besides that.
Or your parents.
Or your parents.
Oh, that was close.
Found this rope.
So while in there, in that last chest, when you open it up, actually there was a note in there and a map. And from what you can make out, it appears that this isn't the only facility that has these altars. It actually gives the location of yet another altar that summons. This one seems much bigger. What do you guys make of this map?
Maps have never really been my strong suit. Brock, you know the area pretty well. Does this look recognizable to you at all?
Not particularly.
Pineapple, should we all make like a wisdom check to see if we recognize it?
Ooh, we could do that. I like that idea. Yep. Soeus will too. Yeah, Soeus is oblivious of everything. Darvith 13. Darvith, what's with your wisdom modifier?
I know. That's what I'm putting in right now.
Okay.
Pineapple.
Ooh.
Cal. You only have a wisdom of 14? Cal?
Yeah, it's Brock. He's a dwarven drunken barbarian. How wise do you expect him to be?
Just double checking on Pineapple.
Did you actually have to ask? I mean, the first time you met Brock, he was punching rocks with his bare hands, remember?
No, I remember. I know you're a cleric, and I'm looking at it going, you rolled a 16 and you scored an 18. It's a +2 modifier. So,
all right, so the three of you actually can make out the map in that it does show a location of another outsider altar, pretty similar to the ones you guys destroyed, except for much bigger.
Because they were annoying me.
Out of House K, if you're
you can let them out,
which you believe you are. And
I'll
all
start
three
making my way towards
House
K.
We're going House K?
Yeah. And Pineapple, it's quarter to 9.
Yep.
Yep, I am aware of that.
I will get the quest and share. Almost there. Anybody picking up any supplies or anything? What are they doing before they get there? Anybody doing anything specific, special?
No, just going straight.
I'm heading straight there.
That sounds like Roar. Alright, sharing now. It should be up on your map. All right, nice job. All right, Soeus couldn't read this, so he basically followed you guys here.
So this is supposed to be the main hub. Interesting.
Oh, it's cobwebs and just, is there ever, I think, going to be a time that we go to a place that's clean?
He goes ahead and drinks his concoction.
Then we have that stench again. Ooh, that looks ominous. I'd be careful.
Yeah. Wait for
Anybody
Brock to
just
make
put
sure
a
Brock
chest
comes in here.
Hey,
out.
hey,
Oh,
look at it. There's a chest right there.
yeah, it's trapped. Stop.
There's a-
It's trapped. Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
That means there's got to be something good in there.
That's how I
Probably
take
a
it.
lever or something. Nobody just does a chest and not have some kind
I hear fighting over here. Roar's over here fighting again.
I found it. I knew it had to be around here somewhere.
Yeah, these undead need to go back to their resting place.
How do we open the doors up?
Interesting. I haven't seen any extra planar, but undead
Well, there's an extra planar because there's methods
trolls.
in this trap that was set for someone.
There's all kinds of creatures here.
Oh.
But this is
Guys,
odd.
where'd you guys
Gargoyles.
go? Guys,
I've
where
never-
are you? Where'd you guys go? Hey guys, wait
Follow
up.
the path.
Oh,
You got to
Hey.
get to the summoning chamber. This is where everything started.
More dogs.
This is our chance to close it.
These are like wolves.
Big dogs.
They're too big.
now let's be
Hey,
careful. There's
dogs.
apparently traps around. Keep your eyes peeled. Oh, I knew there was more traps. Oh, Teeg, be careful.
Brock, that thing knocked you down like a sack of potatoes.
That's why I hate dogs.
Yeah, they tend to.
I would think with you being so low to the ground that you would be a little bit more well balanced.
All right. There's traps all over this place.
Some of them wants to keep us out.
Or kill us. Whoop. Alright. I think this area is okay. You guys should be careful. Oh, more outsiders.
Elemental.
I think these guys have been here. These.
They're so big.
Will.
My dagger's not even doing anything.
Helm's might will.
Oh, nice job, guys.
There we go.
Seems to keep taking us deeper.
I had a feeling.
back where we started.
That's never good.
Really?
Woo!
Wild goose chase?
Except for that big old thing of flame
There's
coming.
something back there.
Yeah, I'm about done with fire. Something must
Oh,
set that off. All right, be careful. Where did Roar go?
he went back to
The
see if we missed
only
anything.
the only path left.
I don't know where that lies.
I mean, we got this cage here with this elementals in there.
It's got to be this way. Oh, that's not the way. What are we missing?
Oh, that's got a completely. You know what? I think we have to go back the other way.
I think you're right.
Such an odd collection of creatures. Winter wolves, gargoyles, trolls, oozes, earth elementals.
Where were the
I think
trolls?
I found them. I think I found
I saw the
main
trolls.
chamber.
Oh.
I think I found the main elemental.
So it does look like we are correct that this. Oh, Teeg, what happened?
Teeg, what happened?
Someone didn't undo all the traps.
Yeah, well, you just walk through the traps and ignore them, and then they don't affect you. I told you that.
Yeah, this one affected me
Well,
greatly.
well, you did it wrong.
If you want to do this, you better do this now before.
Oh, we got company. Oh, they just disappeared. Did you see that, Brock?
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
It was the last elemental. I told you I found the summoning chamber.
So there really was one. That map wasn't lying.
That was a big elemental.
But does this stop? I mean, you taking care of that summoning chamber is awesome, but does that stop the slavery, the slave market?
I want to see this thing. This is a big room. I hope that's the last of them. I just want to go back to Brock's bar. I need some rest.
I need a drink.
Now we're talking. I need something strong to calm me down. I feel like I got so much.
The leads now. That feels like the end of that path. I think it's a good time to reflect. At that point, rather than going back to Brock's bar, Roar goes off to the village where the guy that he rescued. He takes any wealth I have outside of one coin, and then I leave town and I go to visit the people that were affected. and either, help them build their homes, help them any projects they have around the house. If I can donate any money, I can. So that's the type of stuff. But Roar leaves. He goes on a bit of a sojourn.
Okay. Yeah, there was nothing else that you could find there. There was no more maps. There was no more anything. The altar that was there, although most of us didn't get to see it, was pretty big, and it was definitely someone's trying to brood an army. You have the army of the undead. You have the army of these elementals. It's difficult to say whether they're separate, if they were together. All you know is Yar was making tons of money selling slaves into both these groups. But it's hard to say whether they're linked or anything.
All right, well, nicely done, Filandor. Thank you. It was a great story.
Yep, very good.
What else is everybody else doing?
Well, I think before we could wrap this up, I'm going to address the people watching the stream. We're going to end the stream here so that Friday on Ice could start. But we want to thank everyone for watching us. This was definitely a lot of fun, and we really appreciate any feedback and in the chat room and your participation.
Thanks. I'll see you next week, same time.
Thanks, everyone.
Guys.